All right, Pat, get your mic situated wherever you're gonna have it. I'm gonna go ahead and start rolling on here. Give me a good clap, Pat. Solid. Testing. 1, 2. Mic check. Which counts. Cool. Rico, what's up? What's poppin' with you? Yeah, we good, Rico. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Hippie? What's up? Delivered us from Nisha. What up?
Delivered.
Delivered. Francel, what's up? What's poppin'? Get this good for y'all. And I think we just about good, guys. Malik, the show last night was fire. You understand me? So fire. We got our first standing O. Kenisha Bus lit the stage on fire. Crazy thing about Kenisha, she had basically quit comedy. She was walking away from comedy. She was like, I'm
no
done.
Stand up or comedy period.
Yeah, no stand up. She was done with it. And I think sometimes you just fall out of love or something. But I think after last night, there's no way she can walk away from that stage, man. We have never ever had a standing O. In 7 shows, this was the first one. Wow. So it was pretty dope.
Yeah, I was literally getting messages about that, so I gotta check it out.
Gotta check that one out, man. Go ahead.
I still got 24 hours to watch it, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think I bought the
Anybody extended?
48. Yeah. Can I just buy that?
I don't know.
Can I add it on top of it?
I don't know. Oh well, that's why you got to tune in, man. That's why you got to tune in to keep your distance. Comedy show. Also tune in to Scarioke because the Scarioke will have a 24-hour link, so you'll be able to watch it from when it starts and then 24 hours from there. Then
I think
after that,
just put that in the intro of Damn Internet because it'll be 2 days. No, it'll be the day before.
Yeah, I'm with that. All right.
Just in case.
I'm gonna get home tonight.
Y'all got the genres ready because we about to start.
Right.
Make sure you guys got them handy. Wait, let me make sure this is.
People asking, do they get to sing along? So it's because it's our first time. We're still trying to figure out how to do that. Right now, probably not. However, I do have access to this new studio where they have like 24 screens, and you guys will be able to see you guys on the screen, Zoom wise. But it's a lot that goes into that one. So just give me a second. I'm gonna keep working on it. We'll figure out how to get that going. But yeah, it's gonna be lit though. It's gonna be lit. What you just do, man?
I didn't do anything. I was just a little snap. It was just a little monologue snap. No, I wasn't making fun of nobody. It was just what was happening.
You can't trust Pat, man. He's like a kid. When he's too quiet, he's up to something. You ever babysit somebody and you just be chilling? You like, It's too fucking quiet. What's this little motherfucker doing? That's exactly what it was with Pat, man.
Get inside. Come inside.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get it started, man. About to jump off with it right now. And here we go. What's up, guys? I'm Tahir Moore.
And I'm Patrick Clapp.
And this is another episode of Damn Internet, You Scary.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah.
This is the last month of October.
Last month?
Did I say month?
Yep. There'll be no more months of October after this. Is that what you say?
It's the last week of October. Dang, I just lost all steam. Yeah, happy Halloween, all that stuff. You guys can't trick or treat or whatever. But big announcement before we get into these songs.
Yeah, man.
We got an event, our first Damn Internet You Scary event, and it will be coming this Friday on Halloween's Eve, October 30th. Scarioke.
Get in on this, man.
Scarioke. Come watch some mediocre vocals from your favorite comedians, influencers, and just people that you watch. And it's going to be a good time. We're going to be hosting it. There's going to be 3 levels of genres, music genres. What are they? Go ahead. Take it away, T.
We're doing 80s pop/rock for the first round, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Then we're doing 90s R&B for the second round. And then for the third round, hip-hop. You guessed it. You already know what's going on.
Yes.
Pat and I will be performing as well.
Mm-hmm.
We'll open every round just to show people what genre we're heading to next. And we're going to have a great time, man.
That's how you got it. That's how you got to do it.
We are going to have a good time. I'm really excited about this. We're dressing up for it. We'll wait to tell you what. We'll just show you what our outfit's going to be. We're not going to tell you. You just got to see. You just got to pull up and see. It's going to be a lot of fun. And you're going to get a 24-hour link for that, so you'll be able to watch it. If you're not able to watch it because you're at work or something like that, you have all Saturday to watch it until the same time. So it's going to be good, man. You definitely should pull up. And again, we're looking to do this once a month. Henceforth, time permitting, of course, because when the world opens back up, we'll see what happens. Honestly, though, I don't think the world's going to open back up fully until like quarter 3 of 2021. To be honest with you, I say around this time, maybe a month before.
That's right.
When we get back to the new normal, because it's gonna be an adjustment. It's definitely gonna be an adjustment.
Tis rough.
I think some things we should keep though. Like I really enjoy going to 7-Eleven now when I get a coffee and having to put the gloves on. I feel like people should have been doing that because like construction workers and people who work in the yeah, like you have to put gloves on. I feel like we should have been doing that. Some of the stuff should have been.
I'm happy COVID is making people like overly clean now.
Yeah.
It's like it almost seems like movie theaters are like, okay, fine. Since COVID, we'll finally like clean the seats off, and it's like, ew, you weren't doing that.
Nah, just whatever's on the top. I mean, look at the subway in New York. They said the first time they had washed down the subway, what, like 60 years?
No, 100. 100 years. Like literally, that sounds fake, but look it up. They didn't clean the New York subways in 100 years.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy.
They
like
have
what?
soap.
You would hope so.
So when did soap drop?
Soap been out for a while. I'm just wondering how they clean. I wonder if they clean it like with like the power wash, like the steam.
I feel like old people use like animal fats and like scents as opposed to soap.
I feel like they did use fats in soap. I feel like people still do that, but I feel like soap has been out for a while because like
soap come out
2800 BC.
BC. Damn.
Yeah, that's before Christ. Damn. Before Jesus walked the earth, you could clean your butt. There's no excuse for you to be smelling stinking.
Dang, that would topple Tony's joke about Jesus being musty. That's a very
Well, here's the thing though. Musty and clean are two different things. Cause like, you know, it's some people's religion not to wear deodorant or antiperspirant. Right. So, you know, that don't mean he wasn't musty walking around in that road.
We will we'll put the link in the bio for the Eventbrite. Make sure you get your tickets to Scarioke and pull up in your costumes with your candy and watch with us. It's going to be very, 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 very fun.
All right, man.
All right, so yeah, we got some genres. What's going on? People said scary theme, Mike Myers theme.
Oh wow,
heavy metal.
I don't mind the Mike Myers one since it's Halloween and that seems appropriate though. You know what I'm saying? I like that one.
That's the
yeah. I feel like we definitely done that one before, but you know we run it back. It's Halloween. Why not run it back?
Yeah. Oh, or maybe we always do the X-Files. That was the one we used.
Nah, it was Michael Myers because I remember I did the chop the screws like.
karaoke song?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm saying we do that for it.
All right. What, you want to switch?
That's fine. Cause I remember you did it like drill rap, so I'm game with switching. Or if you got some hot bars you just want to drop, we can go with that too. It's up to you, man.
Oh, I meant like switch, like go back and forth.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That works.
All right. Want to go?
I kick off the beat. Yeah, I go out the beat first.
All right.
You ready?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Happy Halloween, everybody. We got black cats and witches shaking their musty titties. You know what I mean? We got the jack-o'-lanterns in the back. We got some ghosts pulling up. I like the little fart snare. Yeah, turn up the fart snare. Yeah, stab, stab, berry, berry. Damn, internet, you so damn scary. Hey, I was dressing up with my nigga Mary. Mary had a little lamb and that shit was delicious. I put it in a gyro. Hey, tzatziki sauce. Hey, niggas getting off. Give me candy in my bag or I'm gonna whoop your ass. Hey, look at my costume, bitch. Hey, look at my costume, bitch. Hey, 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 hey.
Look at
We
my-
are about to switch.
Kicking it off like this, kicking it off like that. If you gon' start that shit, nigga just kick that rap. I'ma kick back with my mask on. Mask off like picture on the song. We kick it back, it is too long. It's gon' go to the moon. I'll be switching up my flow. Y'all don't know which way I'ma go. Anyway, I'm gon' kick it slow. Anyway, I'm gon' kick it slow, 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 slow. Hollered at my girl, oh Mary. Came out the house looking scary. Had the makeup on, wrong. Anyway, the song's gone too long, and we out.
Hey, I was hoping you would end it right there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have the vocal capacity.
It takes a lot of air.
I don't have the.
It takes a lot of air to do the bebopping and the sound. It's a lot. It's a lot going on, man. I'm glad.
I like that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, we gotta go.
So I was worried about topping the trap yodel.
Hey, trap yodel. We might need to make that a iTunes
Actual
ringtone.
genre?
No, like an iTunes ringtone. That could be like our skibbity paps.
Trap yodel.
Yo, low key though, we might need to go back and pull some of these and make these ringtones. Would y'all fuck with the ringtones if we made the ringtones? I really need to know.
That's actually pretty interesting. Damn,
Yeah.
internet, you scary intro ringtone.
At this point, we could put out like 10 or 12 solid ones.
Okay.
I need the mods in here to, if Hippie Goes or Deetra or Cloud Village, if y'all can find the best ones for us, we're going to go ahead and submit them to iTunes so we can get those ringtones. I haven't bought a ringtone probably in almost 10 years.
I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, homie.
So if y'all get on that, man, we're going to make that shit happen. I'm about all of my own ringtones because why not? You know what I'm saying?
Trap yodel. That was
That trap yodel was low key fire.
And what's crazy is that if we keep inventing new genres, we could potentially pull them up at karaoke.
Yeah.
Like, all right, freestyle, a brand new genre.
The yodeling one was fire. We definitely had some fire ones from the old house at your place. Yeah, man, because we haven't been able to do it in almost like 6 months because of Zoom. So.
Zoom be stealing the mic.
Yeah,
every
man.
time you talk.
Anyway, all right, well,
Yes.
let's just get into it, man.
Let's get into it. We have a really good show.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be covering everything from voting to, some of the injustices. It's Halloween, so we got a couple of scary stories.
Of course.
All of that, but let's kick it off with a random tweet.
All right.
NBA players and maybe just people in general, I suggest you don't publicize your internal issues on Twitter. Because your boy Zach Randolph is an NBA star. His wife filed for divorce after he tweeted, "I married a hoe."
Ooh.
Facepalm emoji.
Ooh.
That is hard to come back from, and clearly, I guess he's not. I married a hoe.
What was the context? Like, cause like if it was a number of tweets before or after, I need to know the context. Cause here's the thing, like, and I've said this before, everybody wants somebody with a little bit of hoe in them. Like, and not in the derogatory term, like more so in the experience term. Like, you want somebody that's bringing to the table, a little prerequisites. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have to teach somebody everything in the bedroom. Now, you might have to alter some things to your liking, the way that they do a certain type of thing, you know what I'm saying, or throw it back a certain way. However, you want some prerequisites coming to the table in the relationship. So I need to know the context.
There wasn't a lot. And if anything, the context was very cryptic. It says that it seemed like they were good. They'd known each other since they were kids, went to the same elementary, middle school, and high school.
Damn!
Same church, all that stuff, 5 kids.
Oh,
and then out of nowhere, I married a hoe.
How do you marry a hoe after all of that time? You seen her grow up. You know who she was hanging with. You had the option to dip before you even said I do.
Well, apparently the Twitter was hacked.
Of course.
Which at this point, it's like when you see a UFO and they say it was a army practice thing. What do they call it? A training exercise?
Military training exercise.
That feels the same as my Twitter got hacked. But hey, try to just keep. If you guys are angry, do not act on anger. I think that's just the moral of the story. Don't act on anger. Because, she slipped him them papers.
What if he actually was hacked? What if he goes back, sees the timestamp, and the timestamp was like, no, we were laid up together. How would I have tweeted that, and you were on my chest?
It could be. That'd be some haterific stuff. But if a hacker did that and they got a divorce, I would say he worked.
Yeesh. That would suck. Oh my goodness. It would be hard, especially if he did get hacked and that happened, it would be hard to do anything after that. Like, I wouldn't want to go back to any type of social media. It would be difficult to smile in pictures, all of that. I would be like, I'm not.
Somebody gonna alter this.
Somebody that make me look like I'm in the wrong place. I don't want to do it.
I would be nervous about that. Like, especially if it worked. If I got hacked and it worked, I'd be really nervous about getting hacked on Twitter.
Oh my God. However, though, it would be very difficult to move past that. And it would make me I would be sad. It would be difficult to smile after that. However, if you like smiling, but you need to get things fixed, you guys should check out Candid. Okay?
Not everybody has the best smile.
Not everybody has it, but it's okay. You can get it. You can get it. And here's one thing I learned about from Candid, is that you have 2 sets of teeth, obviously. But once you turn 18, it's like a second, like a small growth spurt that you don't really know about unless you're in that field. So, all the things that we love to do for ourselves but haven't done it yet for whatever reasons. For me, I've always wanted to get a straighter smile, get this 1-2 fix, all that type of stuff, get a brighter smile. Well, I'm done putting it off, Pat. Okay, and thanks to Candid, straightening my teeth is simple and easier and more comfortable than ever. Okay, Candid clear aligners are comfortable, removable, and practically invisible, unlike wire braces, so you can transform your smile without anyone noticing.
The thing that gets me is the average Candid treatment is 6 months, and I'm very jealous. I'm very jealous of everybody who gets to do the Candid route, because I went the wire braces route, and not only did it hurt like crazy, I had to deal with the tightening and the rubber bands, and it was years and years and years of times that I was supposed to be building up my confidence, but I was wire tooth, and no one called me that. But and the fact that you can get a straighter smile in 6 months is crazy. And I actually didn't even wear my retainer, because it's like, I just got out of braces jail. Like, why would I be putting this in, like, when I could take it out? So my bottom teeth did move. So I feel like Candid is on the way. I feel like that's the best bet right now.
Well, one of the good things about Candid, especially with everything going on right now, you're kind of worried about leaving the house. Some people are, but your treatment is prescribed and monitored remotely by a licensed orthodontist who is an expert in tooth movement. So you don't actually have to go anywhere. When you get the mold, you take the mold, you send that in, you do everything virtually, they monitor you, everything. You don't have to worry about any of that type of stuff, and it's all done for the comfort and convenience of your home. Candid only works with orthodontists, never general dentists like other companies. Plus, your supervising orthodontist will be with you every step of the way, so you don't have to worry about anything. All your questions can be answered, all your concerns will be answered along the way. It's amazing. With Candid, your treatment includes remote monitoring by the same orthodontist. You're not gonna have one person, they're gonna pass you off to another, pass you off to none of that. Same person.
They gonna know you, man.
They created your plan, so you never have to wonder how you're doing. You'll always know, and I think that is awesome. So, listen, if you are ready to get that smile together, start straightening your teeth today. Right now, all my listeners, you can save $75 on Candace. $75 on Candace Starter Kit. Go to candidco.com/DIYS and use our code DIYS. Again, that's candidco.com/DIYS. Use our code DIYS. Get $75 off your starter kit. Take advantage of this limited time offer to save $75 on your starter kit. Again, that's candidco.com/DIYS. Use the promo code DIYS and get your smile together. We out there, fam.
Speaking of smiling, let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about sex for a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little.
We ain't gonna linger.
Nothing crazy. All right. How do you feel about couples who schedule their intercourse?
I think that's completely fine.
Okay.
I think it shouldn't always be scheduled, but like, let's be honest, like somebody like me,
Okay.
where I'm doing any given time 6 shows a week. And that's not like total. Like Zooming with the homies is 4 nights a week. Best Silent Listener Party on Friday. This weekend I'm shooting Wording This Hard. Monday I'm shooting 4 episodes of Squadcast. You have to still do Damn It and That You Scare. You have Lunchtime Lottery. You have Murder Mysteries. You have Chit Chat and Serial. Still doing comedy shows. And then still doing live virtual comedy shows. Like at some point it's like, yo, if we don't schedule this and block out this time, we wouldn't see each other. So sometimes you have to do that, man. Like you don't want to always do it because you want to keep that spontaneity.
Right.
Spontaneity? Yeah, spontaneity. I think that's it. You want to keep it spontaneous. But you have to do it sometimes. It's a necessary evil.
Yeah, I mean, now that you put it like that, I guess something that's supposed to be, I guess, like you said, more spontaneous and in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's kind of like, are you ready for the 3:30? I guess it kind of takes a little bit of the magic out of it, but I guess you're right. If you have a busy schedule, because I mean, it happens to me all the time. I'll keep my head down working for a minute, and I'll look up and be like, I haven't had sex in a second, and that happens. So. This was brought up because Tia Mowry, one of the sisters. I guess now she's Tia Mowry Hardrick because she's married. She revealed that she schedules intercourse with her husband, and it's crazy. Obviously it was the shade room, so you would expect this, but everybody was kind of like, "This ain't gonna work." That's blah 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 blah, kind of hating on it because they thought it was kind of weird. But yeah, I mean, people were, on the other side of that was saying like, especially if you're a parent, it can be very, very stressful balancing all that stuff, kids, work.
Hell yeah.
And it's easy to lose track of what's going on. But yeah, she was on a podcast. She said she schedules sex with her husband because they have a 2-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old son, and have been married for 12 years. And I kind of wanted to feel people out. Like, is that weird for y'all? Is it?
Initially it was, I will admit. Initially it's weird, like carving out a day. All right, Wednesday's gonna be our day. After Zooming with the homies, you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna put aside an hour and a half and all of that. It was a little weird because it's not the way that you traditionally do it. But shit, when you switch from middle school to middle school from elementary school and you don't have recess anymore, that was initially weird. When you switch positions in your job and now you got to come in an hour early and stay an hour later. Like that can be weird. So like you get used to it, especially when your normal is no longer your normal, man. Like we got a 15-year-old walking around the house who don't want to go to sleep till 11 o'clock at night. You know what I'm saying?
Is that like different than how he's?
Yeah, because she used to be the kid used to go to sleep at like 8:30. You know what I'm saying? So like 9 o'clock until like it's Freak City. But now no, she's staying up 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, sometimes 3 in the morning. I wake up, go get something to drink, and she's still up watching YouTube videos. So like you have to schedule it out. And again, with my crazy work schedule, and you know she works from like 8 to 5. You know, and the kids is in school from like 8 to 3, and then she has homework to like 7. So like with everybody's crazy schedule, sometimes you have to schedule it out like that.
Yeah, that's true. I guess like it initially it was like, oh, that's kind of weird, but as you when you laid it out like that, it's just like it's good time management.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like, all right, it's 9:30, get your drawers off and stuff like that.
Right.
That can literally just be a time of intimacy, and intimacy, which is something I had to learn, doesn't always mean sex. Intimacy sometimes just means spending that quality time with the person, experiencing touch, experiencing quality conversations, intimate conversations. The other night we had intimate time. We just literally we had this this card game called Mentally Stimulate Me. So MSM. And they're crazy questions, and each question has like 4 multiple choice answers. So like one of them was like, if your spouse had a child from another relationship and the parent of that child fell on hard times, would you allow them to move into your house? And A was like, absolutely. B was like, nah, they better figure it out. C was like, for a limited amount of time, and D was something else. And we talked through each one, and we like both pull a card that has the A, B, C, or D on it. And she tried to guess my answer, and I tried to get her answer. Then we show it, and then we explain why we picked it. So, like, just that alone was it was dope to like still learn her. We've known each other since 2005, and we're still learning stuff about each other. So,
how does that work though? I mean, in terms of that specific question, because I don't have kids, but it's like you kind of have to work through a couple things because it's like you want to say like no, but then it's like that's the father. You know?
It's absolutely no for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't fuck with him at all. He don't fuck with the kid. The kid hasn't seen him in years, and it's different for everyone. But like, he's the whole reason why we couldn't take the kid out of the country when we went out of the country, because you have to have the signature of both parents. So now we have to wait till she turns 16 so she can get emancipated, so she won't need his signature to get her passport. But before that, like, so she missed out on this, you know. And I wanted her to experience that so bad. I wanted her to get that culture in real time, not just like having food from this specific region or something like that. Right. So that, and then he hasn't chipped in anything, which is cool. Like, we don't need his help, but it's like he hasn't made any attempt to have a relationship with his daughter, and I just think that's weak as fuck.
No, absolutely, no, I fully agree. So if it had been not specifically this person, I'm just in the dynamic of baby dad, you know, is it still a no? Is there any situation where that would work for you?
I don't know. Like I feel like there are some people out there who they have good relationships with the co-parent, even though they're in a good relationship. Maybe all 3 of them like rock with each other and look out for each other. And they might be cool with it. You know, it might be a situation where, you know, the new couple's cool with one of the people's exes, and you know that happened. But I think in the back of my mind, I would always wonder, like, because like when we answered this question, Farron was like, I don't know, because like women be having that whole thing when you come to their rescue, it's kind of like the savior thing, and they start thinking about all the good times they had with you and why your guys didn't work out, and then they might try to throw themselves at you on some alone type shit. So she was like, well, they just can't stay here.
It seems like setting a lot of future problems up.
Yeah. Here's the crazy thing though, like I think low key Farron would be down for the threesome, or like a unicorn, but like an ex, like a unicorn, like somebody that we both share.
I didn't know that was the term. I'm sorry. So a unicorn is somebody that like is just like a group, like both of y'all a girlfriend. Oh, okay. I've never heard that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of terms. Shout out to Rated Intimate too, because Rated Intimate came through with the box of goodies, and I will say they really about that life over there. If you ever go to Rated Intimate, it's a black-owned sex shop. They have toys, outfits, lubes, Everything.
Yeah.
Everything that you could.
You ordered yourself a nurse outfit?
I did. A male nurse with the crotch missing. Just basically some scrubs with the crotch missing and my nipples out.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Nah, yeah, I didn't. Because I embraced it, motherfucker.
God, block. Alright, well, I mean, that's how you said it's called what?
Rated Enemy.
Okay. We'll check it.
Alright, there it is. There's a mic.
Weird time.
It always happens.
Alright, well, let's transition out of Tahir as a nurse. Speaking of nurse, that's kind of a messed up transition, low key. But there's a couple emotions in this headline. Actor Matthew McConaughey, who's a great actor.
I like Matt.
He sadly revealed that his dad died of a heart attack, which sucks. However, it was during sex with his mom. Not Matthew McConaughey's mom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's, I mean, it's quite, like I said, it's quite interesting. But yeah, he said that he revealed how his beloved father, James Donald McConaughey, died, which apparently is how he knew he always would. But yeah, he oh, this is the sad part. Okay, but yeah, he said that his parents were at times. No, you know what? I don't want to read this part.
I always wonder what it's like for the person that's still alive. Like, will having sex after that always be weird for you? Like, will your mind automatically go to like, you okay? You okay? You still breathing? Like, you riding somebody, you put your finger under their nose just to make sure, like, you had your eyes back closed for a little bit. I didn't know if they rolled back or you was out of there. So I just had to make sure.
It's not a bad way to go.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Not a bad way to go.
But see, nobody knows how you get to the afterworld. Like, you just wake up and you're standing there, or you're laying there, or you go in the exact position that you died in.
Like,
Because if you go in the exact position that you died in, you just pull up in heaven or into the pearly gates with just an erect.
I don't think that's how it works. I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah.
But that is a good question. I mean, that brings up something I never thought about. Can you get erect in heaven? Because, I mean, do you still have blood flow?
Yeah.
And if you have erectile dysfunction in heaven, that's crazy.
I feel like when you get there, all the ailments that you had on earth, you would not have anymore. But the whole erect thing is a good question because, like, it's heaven, and supposedly you won't know any of your people. Like, you won't know your mind, you won't recognize your people online. I don't know. That's what I heard in church. You won't recognize your people. But then they always say you'll be how do they put it? Not rehabilitated. You basically see your people again when you get to heaven. That's what people always tell you. But somebody told me like you don't recognize your people in heaven.
That's too horrifying. I like that. Like Dane Cook had a joke where he said he thought heaven was like an airport and all your family members are just waiting when you get there. But that's a pretty morbid alternative. Low key. I don't know.
What are we gonna dress like? We're gonna still be wearing like linen cloth and.
I don't know. That seems like an older fad. Maybe fads change in heaven.
Yeah.
I
don't want to be an angel with wings and still be naked and then be flying around.
I want a hoodie. I want a white hoodie that can't get dirty.
That would be club.
No dirt.
Yeah.
Because it's like the toga just seemed like you just commando all day. And heaven seemed cold, low key.
I feel like it's always like 73 and sunny. Between 73 and 75 and sunny. But somehow, if you go to the beach, it's always like 85. It's always the perfect temperature to get in water at the beach in heaven.
Is there a beach you can swim? In the clouds? Cloud water? Oh, because clouds are water. So maybe the whole, everything is a pool in heaven. Yeah. Think about it. Think about the science.
That's deep.
That's what I'm saying. And I feel like if you can get an erect penis, then I guess you can get asthma too up there because that means you still have like breath and blood flow. Maybe nerve damage. A lot of questions with this erect penis in heaven. A lot of questions.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. I feel like you have everything you need up there, but you know, hopefully. I don't know if they have any stores or anything that you would need up there, but
the promo codes would be off the chain in heaven. Imagine the heavenly discounts. There's probably not one store in heaven that like you go up to and you're like, nah, I can't even do that. I can't even do that. I can't even do that. Like the prices probably ain't crazy.
Well, here's the thing. Luckily for you, you guys don't have to be in heaven to take advantage of good prices, okay? All you have to do is sign up for Honey, okay? You sign up for Honey and watch the discounts add up, okay? These days, it feels like online shopping is the only shopping we really do. And that's where our sponsor, Honey, comes in. It's a free browser extension that scours the internet for promo codes and automatically applies them or applies the best one available at checkout. Honey is basically your online shopping best friend. And here's how it works. You get Honey on your computer for free. I want to add that is completely for free.
2 easy clicks.
It takes 2 easy clicks. And by going to joinhoney.com/DIYS, then when you're checking out at one of its over 30,000 supported sites, Honey pops up, and all you have to do is click apply coupons. Wait a few seconds as Honey searches the coupons for their site. If Honey finds any working codes, it'll apply the best one to your cart. Now, I had to say that verbatim because that's what they asked us to do. Now I'm going to tell you, okay, my experience with Honey. I on some fat shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I that's what I be doing. I was like, I wonder if Honey works for Domino's. Went to Domino's, went to Domino's, ordered what I needed to order, click the Honey thing, does a little thing. It was like, hey, no coupons available. But if you buy a gift card, you could save $5 on this purchase by just purchasing it with a gift card because they had like some promo where you could save $5 if you use a gift card. So I thought I was going to end up spending the same amount of money with the coupon that I had, but I still ended up saving $5 thanks to Honey, and I had to pay nothing to sign up for Honey. It's not a monthly subscription for the membership, none of that. It was just a free $5 that I got to save. Now, I love saving money. I'm frugal as hell, but I like what I like. So I'm going to get the Domino's regardless if I got a coupon or not, but it's good to know that Honey is always in the background working for your boy.
It's great. They literally look at the whole, like through the whole internet for promo codes, and there's literally the option for promo codes with everything. You know, people are just buying stuff up on the internet like left and right because, you know, we in the house. So you might as well get that extra discount, get the free shipping knocked off. I think I bought a SD card for a camera, and I saved like $40 just on shipping. And it's like, why not? Why not just throw that discount on there?
And let me tell you this. Y'all know how we go to Target, and you go to Target, you expect, all right, I'm just going to go in here, I'm going to get this, and I'm going to get out of there. But you end up spending $100 in Target, even though you only plan on spending like $30. Now, I go on Target.com, I get all my stuff on Target.com, and I'll do like pickup, but that way it prevents me from walking around the aisles grabbing other stuff, and I always get a discount. Every time I shop on Target.com with Honey, I always find a discount for something that I'm buying, man. That's like, it keeps me on budget, and it also saves me money. So, Honey has found over 17 million members, over $2 billion in savings. Okay? Over $2 billion in savings, bro. Honey supports all type of retailers, from tech to gaming sites to fashion brands and even food delivery. Domino's Pizza.
I actually didn't even know about the food thing.
Bro, I listen, I don't just be telling y'all to try this stuff and I don't be trying it. I really be trying everything, bro. So, all you have to do is very simple. If you have a computer, Honey should be on it. It's free and it works with whatever browser that you use. You can get Honey for free right now, today. All you have to do is go to joinhoney.com/DIYS. Again, that's joinhoney.com/DIYS. Start saving money today on everything. Holla at your boy, people.
You think it's called Honey because they give sweet deals? Honey, if you're listening, you can take that. I'm giving out slogans on these ads, man. I'm giving them out slightly free of charge.
Oh my gosh.
All right, well, speaking of scary deals, I know we never called them scary deals, but forced transition. It is Halloween, so we got a couple of quick stories that I feel like would chill a couple of people.
All right, let's go.
So this is this is some Final Destination type stuff.
Ooh.
They say that you can't escape death,
Ooh.
and in a lot of ways, this is true. Definitely in this story. So, in 1977, there's a school called the University of Evansville, and they had a men's basketball team that went on. I guess they went on a trip, and the plane crashed. 9 were killed. Basically, almost the whole team. The only person who didn't make the trip because they were sick was killed in a car crash 2 weeks later. So it's like, what did this team do? Like,
bro, that is
as
literally
a basketball
final.
team?
That's literally Final Destination.
Yeah, like
Jesus.
it was a basketball team. Like, how was that even tied? Did they have like a weird moment after practice where where karma came back to get them? I don't know. That's just really weird for like a sports team.
Yo,
To be tested by fate like that.
That's crazy.
That's nuts. I feel like I would think I was blessed if I was sick that day. But I guess he got 2 more weeks.
Yeah, but still though. Jeez.
He did get the 2 weeks.
Goodness gracious. That's dark. That is.
If you don't believe in the universe having a director,
Man.
that, I don't know.
I don't know parts of
I'll
that.
tell you. Another interesting, scary story. In 2010, an M16 spy, it's crazy that kind of stuff is real. You only hear about that in like 007. But he was found dead, and his naked body was inside a padlocked bag in his London hotel. So they literally went to the shower. See right here, they found a duffel bag. It was padlocked from the outside, but the Metropolitan Police concluded that he had accidentally locked himself in the bag and died as a result. I would be in court. Like, what are we even doing here? What are we even doing here?
But how? So many questions.
So many questions.
How did he do it from the inside on the outside? What was the purpose? Did he try to leave it by the door? It was like, hey, so somebody grab my bags and just take it to the car? Or, like, what was was he trying it out to see?
Maybe he liked auto asphyxiation.
But how, like that bag, it looks like a duffel bag. Like, how was he not able to bust out of, I don't know, bro.
There's no way. How do you accidentally lock yourself in a bag? That makes, I don't get it. And also, why? That's something that you didn't even touch on. Why on earth would you even do this? But I don't know. He must have been involved in some crazy stuff if the police themselves, but I mean, police ain't shit anyway, so.
Alright, that is different. That is different.
This is pretty messed up. So, people used to have a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Way
Just
back then.
popping them out. So apparently it was common for families to have lots of children,
Mm-hmm.
and also for them to die before their 5th birthday. People just did not last long. They had a very early expiration date. So kids were just dying left and right, played in the wrong mud, sneezed and died the next day.
You said the wrong mud?
I don't know. Probably everything was probably made them sick and had parasites. But that didn't stop them from having family photos. We'll show you guys a photo of this. The youngest child is propped up on a stand, and they're dead. This is a family photo where they just snuck a dead kid in there, dressed him up, did the hair, and they're just... And it's like...
Oh, y'all gotta see this picture, y'all.
Was that for tax purposes? Like to prove you had this many...
Bro, what the
many
hell?
dependents? It was like, look, are you sending this to family? Like, look at our family. Not everybody is still
Look
here.
at the other kids, like, why is she here? This is so creepy. Like, nobody's
Right?
smiling on this picture because they know that, like, this isn't right.
That's wild.
This
She ain't
is- this
alive
isn't
no
right
more.
at all.
They probably haven't seen her in a couple months, too, or weeks. And they're just like, yo, I'm the
Super
shortest, so I
casual,
gotta...
you already know what it is. You already know what it is.
Oh, is it white people? I mean, who else would this be?
Here's the thing, though.
Who else could this be?
Answering that way is kind of unfair because I have said that if at my funeral, I wouldn't mind being propped up in a seat or on a bench with my leg crossed and my arm extended so people can sit next to me and take pictures with me. at the funeral.
That's funny, but at the end of the day, that's a celebration of you dying. This was just a casual photo. That would be the like equivalent of a keep your distance comedy picture of the whole cast, and you like on the side, just dead. Like you weren't like in a group picture. It's weird. What's weird? Either way, but I don't know how to get out of this.
I would do it at my funeral. I want my funeral to be such a homegoing ceremony. I want a DJ. I want a photo booth. I want somebody like I want a food truck. I want them to pull up with barbecue and then another food truck with like quesadillas. I want it to be lit to the point where people are like, I got
quesadillas.
Yeah, they're doing quesadillas. I want like a taco truck and I want a rib truck. I want it to be lit, bro. But I don't really want the whole burial thing. Like after the viewing of the body, go ahead and throw me in that oven, man. Go ahead and throw me in that oven. Don't waste no plots on your board. Go ahead, burn me up, man. You know what I'm saying? Then take my ashes to outer space. You know what I'm saying? Just like
you're asking for a lot of expensive things.
Hey, first of all, the funeral with food trucks and everything, man, you're looking at maybe $10,000, right? Rent the venue. It ain't got to be in a church now. You know what I'm saying? You know, it could be like a big repast. That's really what it is.
I think I'd go the opposite, and I would basically cue a bunch of like people, like tech people, and halfway through the funeral, like the lights would like flicker a little bit, and then kind of like go dark, and then just me on wires would like fly, just be like flying around, and there'd be like me on the organ. Nobody would know about it, so they'd just be like, Santa Maria, and I'm just like flying all around. That shit would be dope. I think I'm gonna have a pretty good funeral if I get the chance to set it up.
You know what's crazy? I don't know why more people don't like make their funerals like their plans like you. All right, so it's not enough to just have a will. You also have to have a trust. This is the person that makes sure everything gets handled out properly. You know what I mean? So I don't know why more people don't have like lit funerals, bro. My shit gonna be so lit, bro. I want my shit to be lit. I want people to meet for the first time at my funeral. Like, oh, what kind of fuck with y'all? Be like, boom. I want to hear like love stories in my honor. You know, like
we met at Tahir's funeral.
And people gonna be like, what? Like, yo, I know, but hear me out. This shit was crazy.
It had a roller ring.
And it's like, bro, they had security at the door because they knew it was gonna be popping. Niggas was in there popping bottles. We had sections.
Are we frozen?
Oh snap! Oh no, let's see.
It might be a little frozen.
Oh
no. Oh, we need it. Not now. It's a little carrier update. Still good. Still good. All right, we got a little update on that phone. There was there's a video that went viral. Some Irish old dude died and played a recording at the burial site. Have you seen that? And it was literally like you could hear like knocking on wood, like help!
Oh yeah.
Let me out here! Help me! Everybody was like kind of laughing, but half like just let him out.
Yeah.
You could still hear like you'd be hanging on, but that's that is I mean yeah, maybe make your funeral a little bit more of a good experience instead of so cry. This isn't really a ghost story. It's more of a dog story. For any criminals out there, watch whose house you break into, because this was posted. It says, to the person who broke into my house last night, I hope you like my dog, Rosie. And it seems like Rosie is about that life, because they did not get far. I don't think they got past the window.
To the wall. Because Rosie just chewed off his balls. Now all you bitches fall.
Him
bitches crawl.
Rosie was not playing with the intrusion. I feel like at one point Hazel was like that, my dog, but that's over. I feel like anybody who
Hazel's too chill because I feel like people really say that your dog takes on your personality. I feel like you too chill for Hazel to even try to turn up like that.
She's old now too, so I feel like she would. I don't know.
Now, Hazel's an old ass name. You gotta set her up for that. You didn't give her a name like Randy. You ain't give her a name like Nick Nick or something like that. You gave her Hazel.
Nick Nick?
Yeah, like Nick Nick, like Shanika.
I didn't. I adopted her. I didn't name her.
Hazel's an old ass name. Hazel is right up there with Meredith, Deborah, Daisy,
or
Emma.
Emma's old now?
Emma been old. They should have retired Emma probably about 65.
What about
65. Oh, Eartha don't even get made no more. You meet a young Eartha, she's a witch. That much I can tell you. If you meet any young Earthas, they're witches. I guarantee they've been here before.
That is pretty funny.
Ernestine, right? Lazy Cajun, Pearl. Any Pearls? Oh, no, man. No.
Pearl?
Pearl? Hell yeah. I named my car Pearl. It's a 77 Monte Carlo. There shouldn't be no new Pearls.
That's low-key a good car name.
Yeah.
That's low-key a pretty dope car name. Alright, so last slightly scary story. Adolf Hitler himself was actually never elected by the people. I never really knew how he got into power.
That's some Trump shit.
Yes, that was the transition. But he lost the popular vote in the 1932 German presidential election by nearly 6 million. So people were like, no!
It's a horrible idea.
However, the Nazis formed a party that seized enough seats to demand the chancellor's position for him.
Oh, that's all the way, boy. That is literally what happened to us. I really feel like that's literally. I've been watching a lot of conspiracy theories, and this is one show on, I think it's Netflix, and they're talking about how Hitler didn't really kill himself.
And he might still be alive?
Yeah, that he was still alive for years after.
There was an old guy who, on his deathbed, admitted to be Adolf Hitler. And I mean, maybe a bunch of people would do that, but yeah, that's just a weird thing. So you guys make sure you go out and vote.
Yes,
please, because you guys, a lot of young people think that their vote does not count, but it does, and we really, really need you guys.
Not only that, like so many people have sacrificed their life, their limbs, their freedom, their money, their family for you to vote. Regardless if you think it's going to make a difference, don't let those people have made those sacrifices in vain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know grown people that haven't voted for 40, 45-year-olds that have not voted. They'd be like, if you got felonies, that's one thing. But if you ain't got no felonies, there's really no excuse for you not to take advantage of this. This is your right, okay, that people have fought for.
You can't even really, like, complain about things if you're not helping with the problem, you know. Like it's hard to not vote, not be involved, not stay, conscious of everything that's going on, and also complain about how things are going. If we are complaining about the justice system is a mess right now, we gotta vote to get certain people out and certain people in. And if you think that your vote does not count, I just want to shout out to America's first female mayor, Susanna Salter, who was elected in 1887 after a group of men nominated her as a joke, intending to embarrass women. So they sort of put her up there like they're putting Kanye up. But she won over 60% of the vote. Bow! Talk about feeling politically stupid. So shout out to Susanna Salter, and if you guys ever think your vote don't count, who knows? You could get out there and vote and pull an upset, which is what we're hoping for.
Yeah, man, we gotta get it going, and you got so many options right now. I know a lot of people are voting early. We voted early. We sent ours in last week. You can vote by mail. I think some places are still going to be open for people to go and vote. There are probably going to be some long lines, so just be prepared for that. Make sure you're protecting yourself. You got your mask on, and if you are going to be there for a long time, don't even worry about it. All you need to do to entertain you is download Best Fiends right now, okay? One of the best games out there. It is free to download. It's Best Fiends, like fiends, okay? It's an easy and fun match 3 casual mobile puzzle game. As we've talked about this for almost a year now. Like I'm still obsessed with it. I can't put it down. Super engaging. Like, soon as you think, I got this figured out, and hit you with something, you're like, oh, yeah, okay. I'm telling you, it's an amazing game, and you need to try it out for yourself. See why they got over 100 million downloads, people. Okay, how you liking it? You still? Are you stuck? You said you stuck right now?
I'm stuck. I'm stuck, and I'm sick of y'all messaging me about how much further you guys are from me, and you made me download this game, and I'm past you. All right, it's getting difficult. All right, I'm nearing level 100, and these slugs are ruthless. Okay, if you've never played the game, you are collecting all of these little bugs and creatures. Shout out Sydney, that's my homie. You know, we got spiders, ladybugs, all types of mites, and you're collecting all these super dope characters, and you're using these 3 to match puzzle games to battle yourself, battle these slugs, and make it across the backyard. And these slugs get ruthless. Okay.
I mean, who doesn't like a good challenge though? Okay, and Best Fiend has 5,000, over 5,000 of them for you. More levels, more events, and more challenges are added all the time, which means you don't have to choose between binging and boredom. Okay, you can completely wipe it out by downloading Best Fiends right now. Okay,
get them in the chat. I'm level 230. Okay.
Oh,
good
with the flex in the chat.
Good for you.
Okay, well, listen, if you want to catch up to them and catch up to us, all you need to do is download Best Fiends free today on the Apple App Store or Google Play. That's Best Fiends, Fiends. Best Fiends, Fiends. It's like friends without the R. Download it for free, okay? It's a free download. You have no reason not to be playing this all the time. Best Fiends right now, free on the Apple App Store or Google Play, and tell us where you're at. Holla at your boy.
Shout out to the casual gamers out there, you know, who are looking for something to fill their time. This is for you.
Is this for you?
This is for you. And stop harassing me on what level you're on. All right, so we got into some fun and games. I think it's very important for us to go over something that is happening in the world. You know, our mainstream media isn't really covering this, but you know, people on the internet do find a way, and you guys have probably been seeing a lot of this on your timelines and stories. I'm of course talking about what's happening in Nigeria right now with SARS. And if you don't know, you know, a lot of you guys might have just been seeing it around. I want to explain what it is and potentially what you guys can do to help. I've been, you know, hit up a lot of you guys. I love how much you guys want or know that we are, you know, about spreading these type of messages and helping out as much as we can with spreading these messages. So I have been hearing your messages. So I wanted to make sure that we covered this. So, you know, when you think of SARS, you almost think of the disease from Asia first, but it is actually not that. And shout out to Deseret.com for helping us out with this. So what is End SARS? This is a campaign that began in 2017 when Nigerian activities looked to end the federal police force, which is it's a unit called Special Anti-Robbery Squad. That's the SARS. You know, it's not to be confused with the virus, but they've been in power for almost 30 years, and they have just been abusing its power on the people, beating, sexual assault, waterboarding, all this stuff. And you know, there's footage that is going viral, officers dragging men into a hotel and shooting one outside. You know, there was an inspector general of police who announced on October 11 that it would be disbanded, but officers were later sent to other units. And yeah, this erupted in West Africa. The hashtag is spreading, and you know, celebrities are definitely doing their part to weigh in, and it's pretty crazy. What's happening now is government officials they've begun to crack down on protesters and unrest within Nigeria. Multiple videos and photos show law enforcement using tear gas, firing bullets in the crowds. It's a lot like what's happening here, but it's very, very extreme and needs attention. It needs that same type of energy that we were doing at BLM, if not more. There's multiple. So you know, what can you do? Because this is a lot of, you know, horrible news. There are multiple groups like the Nigeria-based Feminist Coalition. They're accepting donations to help end the police brutality. The Cut suggests writing letters to Nigerian president, his name is Muhammadu Buhari, and the Attorney General, just telling them to take action. So whether it's through donating or writing letters, this is a big deal. And just because these are, you know, people in a whole different continent does not make them not our brothers or allies. And it's not even about being black. This shouldn't be happening to human lives.
Yeah.
So do what you can if you can.
It's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on in Armenia as well right now. You guys should definitely look that up as well. But I live in Glendale, and Glendale is the population is mainly Armenians. And if you guys could see the way that they support each other, they're doing car washes to raise money to send back to Armenia. They're rallying. They're doing flags all over the cars. They got them posted outside their houses, apartments, the stores, all through Glendale. And it's beautiful to see them banding together like that. It's exactly what we saw in the past couple months with the BLM movement and trying to get justice for Breonna Taylor and George Floyd, things of that nature. And I think this is a great opportunity for us to extend our reach and support each other back in the homeland, back on the home front.
Yep.
So if you're not aware of everything that's going on right now, please do a little research. It takes very little to click on Google and find out everything that's going on around NSARS and find out a way that you can donate. Because obviously we can't go over there and protest the way that we were able to mobilize here. However, you still have options to support the movement and bring justice and peace to Nigeria. So please, please, please do a little research. Find out why NSARS is so important for us to take part in it.
Absolutely. So it's all about taking action, to help the situation. And although that's happening a lot, overseas, it's still happening a lot where we're at now. And even though this is an issue that happened before BLM and BLM started taking the main focus, the stuff that's happening with immigration is still pretty messed up. We still got kids separated from their families. You got a bunch of people in these like camps that have like aluminum foil blanket, those weird, and it's really messed up. But this particular headline, I was just like, yo, the parents of 545 migrant children that were separated by Trump administration cannot be found.
That's crazy.
Again,
Y'all, go ahead.
Trump has been separating, immigrants from their children, and the parents of 545 children, the parents just lost, can't be found. And I was like, excuse me? Like, what?
Bro,
What does that even mean?
It's crazy.
That's
what's crazy to me is that, like, in the military, if you don't follow an order, depending on what the order is, you can go to, jail. That's why they have the military police and stuff like that. And I know that, the same thing applies with, ICE. If you don't follow an order, you can be fired or, be brought up against charges. But, like, there should be something that speaks to your soul that says this isn't right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I understand that, like, maybe one person can't completely disrupt the system and change it. But, like, yo, it's enough of y'all to know that this isn't right. Where y'all can either, like, say we're not doing this or walk away. But it's like, I feel like the people that are over there are kind of fueled by hate. And I don't know everyone. I can't speak on everyone. I'm not trying to throw a blanket statement. But it's like, it seems weird that so many people are okay with this. It does not sit right with me that many people are okay with just separating families like that and just following orders and keeping your head down. I always think about when things like that happen. I always think about that black soldier that was on the front line when they brought in the National Guard and they were singing "No Justice, No Peace," and he was like, he had the gun up or the shield up, and you saw him mouthing it with the protesters, and it's like to be torn like that because in your heart, in your soul, that you should probably be on the other side of this war, right? You should be on the other side of history, but you got a job to do, and you swore oath to the United States, and if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you could be brought up on charges or just thrown in jail. And like to have that internal conflict, man, I never want to know what that's like, but I don't know, man. Like I feel like at the end of the day, you got to be able to sleep with your decisions that you've made.
And not only the fact that you felt like it was okay to separate them, then you didn't keep up enough to like keep them safe and keep up with them. Like, what do you mean you lost? That's just like negligence, and it's like if it hasn't been obvious, it just shows the complete they just do not care about
lack of care, moral
life.
care. Yeah.
Yeah,
Morality.
lack of care. It's ridiculous. It's super ridiculous, and it's again, vote, because they say that armed men were showing up to Florida polls saying that they were hired by Trump, and it's like, first of all, that's wild to like intimidate somebody's vote decision.
Mm-hmm.
But they was really showing up to poll places with the Yappa's house, saying like, yeah, Trump told us to come down here, and it's like, bam,
It's ridiculous. It is utterly ridiculous,
it's
man.
a cartoon.
You think about some of this stuff and you be like, how is this real life? How is this happening right now? This seems so crazy that we're really dealing with this in like 2020, but
But in good news, the McRib is coming back.
Is it really? Do you have that?
McDonald's, they tweeted, it's always, when is the McRib coming back, and never how are you doing, person who runs the McDonald's account, which is pretty funny, but that's a pretty funny way to tease it coming back. So
Hey, the McRib coming back. Hey, here's the thing. No one should be eating the McRib.
No.
Okay, I'll just put it out there. All right,
Yeah,
because
no.
it looks like a rib, but it's not. It's just meat shaped in the form of rib.
it's cool.
Here's the thing. I am going to get a McRib.
Oh, you gonna eat it first?
I am going to get extra pickles for you, boy. I'm gonna make an event out of it. I'm gonna throw on the suit, put on some new cologne, maybe even throw on the tie with it. I'm gonna trim my nose hairs. I'm gonna get very well groomed. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's a big event, okay? And you guys should partake in this as well. Get your grooming together. All of that, man. And like I said, I'm gonna trim my nose hairs because I know the joints be growing. I ain't ashamed to say I'm a man of a certain age, and I gotta be smart about that. But I'm gonna be honest with you, trimming your nose hairs, it's kind of painful. Okay, fellas? Let's just be honest about it, it's kind of painful. However, if you need to get on that boat with your boy, you need to check out Manscaped because they just released the Weed Whacker Nose and Ear Hair Trimmer. Take a look in the mirror, okay? I guarantee you'll see a little hair, sticking out every now and then. It's time to end that. It's time to keep your ear and your nose hair looking as nice as your clean-shaven pubes, okay? I know me. When I first started seeing nose hair, I was like, what does this mean? But I'm a hairy individual, not super hairy, but I grow hair, like in all the places, toe knuckles everywhere. It was just a matter of time before I started seeing it. Yeah, the toe knuckle got a little hair on it, playboy. Just a matter of time before I started seeing it in the nose, and once I did, I was like, I gotta take care of this. So that's when I tried out the Weed Whacker. Just stuck it in there, hit it, boom. All right, 9,000 RPM motor powered, 360-degree rotary dual blade system.
What does that even mean?
Listen, man, it means that it goes fast and it gets the job done. Okay, it has
RPM.
a powerful and rechargeable lithium-ion battery that lasts for up to 90 minutes of use. Now, you shouldn't have to use 90 minutes on one charge.
That'd be wild.
That's wild as hell.
Yeah,
but something about rechargeable lithium-ion just makes me feel like I'm in the future.
You need those words in there, or
That's the sell point.
or else you're not gonna feel like there's no progress. You gotta be like, dual screen lithium quantum energy, and you're like, yeah, I want to buy that.
Listen, I don't know if you guys have ever tried to pull out some nose hair with just your fingers.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's terrible. You get that little tear because it's that one pain, but you're not used to pain in that area. It's just like you almost hit your nose, or like you slap boxing somebody hitting your nose. That pain. That's what it feels like when you pull that nose hair out of your hand.
I cried many a night.
So if you use a Weed Whacker, you won't experience that at all. Okay. It's almost as bad as like trying to pull some hair out of your balls. Like it's that same level.
Been that day.
Yeah. I don't want any part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Manscaped is making whacking your weed a time to look forward to by delivering maximum confidence while providing hygiene. Yes. Look, fellas, 79% of parents polled admitted that long nose hair is a major turnoff. Okay. You can be working against yourself and don't even know it. So listen. It's time to upgrade your Manscaped routine with the Weed Whacker. Get 20% off and free shipping when you use the discount code DIYS at manscaped.com. Yeah. Okay? And thank Manscaped for keeping your pubes trimmed and your hairs and our holes looking nice. So, what you need to do right now is head over to manscaped.com. Use the promo code DIYS. Get 20% off your order and free shipping. Again, that's 20% off. and free shipping. All you have to do is go to manscaped.com, use the promo code DIYS, okay? What are you waiting for? Get on to whacking those weeds, all right? Go whacking weeds.
Do it! Do it!
Just do it!
Do it! I like Manscaped. I just started using the deodorant really heavy, the ball deodorant.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I tried it a few times when we first got it. I was like, this is nice. Now I'm a ritualistic ball deodorant.
Hey, man, I love it. You got that little citrus smell to it. It smells clean and fresh. Who don't want their balls to be fresh and clean?
I like it.
Get to it.
I'm still surprised that you putting on a suit to eat the McRib though. It's a very funny visual.
I'm gonna put on a bandana too, because a napkin ain't gonna be enough. I gotta really get it, because I'm gonna make a mess.
You mean a handkerchief or a bandana?
I need a whole bandana. A handkerchief ain't gonna do it. I need something bigger. Handkerchiefs be small.
Is it beef? Is McRib? Is it beef?
It's pork.
It's pork?
Yeah, that McRib is pork.
That's wild.
That's why I only do one a year.
And they put the fake bones in it, but it'd be wild if the McRib, they gave us like a one with bones, like a sandwich with bones. That'd be wild. That'd be pretty gross, actually. Well, speaking of trife.
Trife live.
You ever be like too loud in a like a spot that there's like, you know, either apartment building or units, or like it's just a spot where there's other people living?
I mean, it's happened before. Nobody's above it. Nobody's above it.
Well, this person thought they were in Michigan because there was a landlord who just admitted to killing the missing tenants because they like to party. So
You couldn't just evict them? You have to make them a victim?
Michigan woman.
See what I did there?
Huh?
You know what I did there? I said you couldn't just evict them? You had to make them a victim?
Oh. Yeah, I see what you said there. Joseph Soleil and Jacqueline Leppert, two people, were a social couple who enjoyed the pleasure of each other's company. Who wrote this?
You sound like a friend.
Yeah, their love for partying unfortunately cost them their lives. They like to party, Charles Reed, the couple's landlord, said before he confessed to murdering both of them. Okay, my bad. The woman I was looking at was the one who was killed. It was a man who did this. It said, from everybody that we've talked to, it sounds like they had an ongoing dispute where they could not get along. That's what the police said. They had arguments about money, they had arguments about you name it. So it was relatively common for him to complain to people that he was annoyed by them, didn't get along with them. So he said too much. Reed would tell other people that he had another bad night's sleep and couldn't sleep because of all the noise going on. It was a bad environment. So I guess it reached the breaking point for both parties. Soleil pulled a knife, which is actually the person who got killed. Pulled the knife on him, and in self-defense, according to the person, he pulled that chopstick, fatally wounded Soleil. Leopard tried running from the residence. At the same time, he ended up shooting her as well. That's where you go to jail. So okay, the one dude pulled a knife first, which I don't believe, and so you shot them, and then just shot the woman. Oh, excuse me, shot her, and then proceeded to beat and strangle her until she died. That got darker than I thought.
Man, what the hell is going on, bro?
But oops, I shared that.
What the hell is going on?
Like, y'all really willing to throw everything away because you upset for a second? You in jail because you couldn't get enough sleep because of some parties, and now you gotta get that jail sleep, that prison sleep.
Bro, you could literally just evict them. You could call the cops for a noise complaint, disturbing the peace. After 2 or 3 of those, you have grounds to evict them. Why throw your entire life away? Entire life? You can never just walk out your house and go buy a deep dish pizza from Pizza Hut. Like that is go. It's the small things that you. Yeah, it's the small things. It's the small things that you miss, man.
Deep dish.
Yeah, waking up and you ain't got to worry about nobody eating your food. Taking a shower by yourself. Going out for a casual drive or a casual walk. All of that is gone in the heat of a moment because you were too upset. Man.
I mean, landlords, guys. Make sure that you don't piss them off too much, because you know that's really the thing that we like. That's like the pattern in all of these wild stories. You never know how crazy people are, so just awareness, guys, as much as possible. I don't know how they could have seen that coming, but I'm sure you could have guessed some of the crazy in this person if he just ended up shooting and strangling the woman. It seemed like he was more gunning for the woman because he just needed the one excuse, and then he shot and strangled her and beat her. Like, damn. Who was the argument with? Well,
wow.
Die in prison, nigga. Doesn't matter to me. Speaking of things getting a little dark, shout out to Daniel Kaluuya, who has been, obviously the star of Get Out, Black Panthers. He just confirmed that he's producing a darker live-action version of Barney.
Wait a minute, what the hell does that even mean?
I have no idea.
What is a darker version of a friendly dinosaur that helps you count and learn to read?
I don't know, but I mean, I could see a dark version of Sesame Street, but I just don't know who is this for. Is this for people who grew up, who watched Barney as a kid? I guess that's the only people who are alive, but I don't see, this can't be a kid show anymore, right?
I have no idea what's happening. I have no idea. I need an adult. I don't know what's happening.
It said, Barney is a character. He's a big purple dinosaur. He is a childhood favorite of many. He currently signed on as a producer of the project, which is said to feature darker themes that are relevant to the current state of the world.
Oh, well, that's not bad. That could literally just mean, addressing racism, colorism. That could be addressing, a family member that you don't feel safe around. All that type of stuff could be labeled as darker, which is also good. It's good that, kids get to learn this earlier.
Right.
And don't have to hold all of this in and it comes out when they're 30. So...
I guess you're right. Yeah, it just could be just darker topics because, I'm sure the TV was way more strict back then. It's so much more relaxed now, but to be on Barney and it was just like regular TV, they probably couldn't do anything edgy. So I see that. I guess I don't know what I imagine. I imagine like Barney was like eating the kids and stuff, and it was just unnecessarily morbid. But I think you're right. They might deal with because children are getting kidnapped. So
yeah, that's a real thing.
Put it in make a show where you address that. So it's not just this thing that we're scared to talk about because we're all hoping it doesn't happen, and you feel like if you don't talk about it, it won't happen. But
it's not gonna go away like that. It's never how it happens.
The Dark Barney. Okay. It always I don't know. It likes to be going out on cue.
Man.
Oh. All right. And what else we got? Let me send this to Jaboy. Would you rather watch a Dark Barney or a Dark Sesame Street?
Dark Sesame Street. More personalities. I like the range.
And there's like a bunch of people on that street, so there could be a serial killer. There could be.
Yeah. I like the idea of a Dark Sesame Street. You really get to see it like on Sesame Street after cut, and you just see Oscar pull out a cigarette like, I feel like going back to the dumpster. I'm gonna hang on a set for a little bit.
It has a lot of room to get dark. And after I saw a dark version of the Power Rangers that I actually enjoyed, I was like, okay, let me be more open to them darkifying and some stuff.
You find out that Bert and Ernie really don't fuck with each other at all. Like they really hate each other. They just gotta work together all these years.
I could see that.
Oh, that would suck so much.
That
would be hilarious though.
All right, let's get into a couple more scary stories before we get out of here.
All right.
Since you guys, since it's the Eve of Hallows.
Yeah.
All right, so starting off, we got a suicide bomber that boarded a Somali aircraft with explosives in his wheelchair. This was in 2016. So that's kind of messed up. I would never. Now I feel like every time I see somebody at the airport with a wheelchair, it's just like double check him. So he had the intention of blowing up the entire aircraft, obvious. But 20 minutes after the plane took off, the bomb exploded, but all it did was create a hole in the plane, and he was the only one that was sucked out and the only fatality.
Wow.
We're talking about Final Destination.
Wow.
The aircraft landed safely.
Wow. Wow. That just happened the way it was supposed to happen. That's all you can say about that.
You suck at suicide bombing. Well, maybe not, because he was the only suicide. I just don't know why. That's thank God.
Yeah.
That's really all you got. That's all you can say. Thank God.
That's crazy as all get out.
As all get out. That's a very old phrase.
Oh yeah, I got all the old
Crazy
phrases.
as all get out. All right, so we were talking about the horrors of Hitler, but there were quite a few heroes back in that day as well. So a lot of people go into this conspiracy or this story, and it is the story of Syndrome K. Syndrome K was a fake disease that was made up by Italian doctors to save the Jewish people who fled to their hospital and needed protection. So they were quarantined, and the Nazis believed that it was a deadly, disfiguring, and highly contagious illness, and they saved a bunch of Jewish people.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Fake disease.
Yeah.
COVID-18, if you will. No?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
It makes you. Oh man, who can you trust?
What else?
What is really?
Got? This is a funny story. So there's a girl who was she was either on her way to a Halloween party or on her way back, and she was dressed up as Carrie. You guys,
Yeah.
Horrible horror movie.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
Yeah, it was just a movie about a girl who got bullied. But she was bloodied by pig blood. They pranked her. They made her think that she was the homecoming queen, and they poured pig blood and guts on her. So her iconic thing is, she's a bloody, prom queen.
Ugh.
So this girl decided to dress up as Carrie. So she had a bunch of fake blood. You see her picture.
Yeah.
But she totaled her car in the way, and the responder showed up and literally thought that he was talking to like a dead ghost. Like imagine like the responder showed up, you see a messed up car, and then a girl just standing there covered.
She got the blood all over her.
Hilarious.
He's like, I really shouldn't have been drinking earlier, and I know I still had the 6 hours left on the shift. Jeez.
It's a lot. And then let's see, what's the last one?
Jeez Louise.
What else we get? Okay. No, let's not do that. You guys are gonna get this.
You gonna get this last one?
You're gonna get the headliner.
Man, I can't imagine like you dressed up like that just for have fun, and then you get in a car accident in real life, total your car out. Damn. At that point I would hate Halloween too. I couldn't do it. No more celebrating, no more dressing up like that.
Oh, it's Halloween. I was saving this for a rainy day, but why not? Let's do the really cool one right now. I was gonna open a podcast up with this one, but it's Halloween. You guys made it this far.
Let's go with it,
Let's
man.
give you guys a juicy one.
Let's go with it.
So this one is about the toy box killer. Okay. This is actually just pretty dark. But happy Halloween. David Parker Ray, the toy box killer. He was abducting and drugging his victims. When they woke up, they were played recordings in which he described in detail the torture they experienced over the next 30 days.
Bruh.
Low key, one of my biggest fears is to wake up on a table. Like,
Oh,
he would literally play record, and it was like, I think this might have inspired Saw, because I guess a TV would pop up and they would just literally say, all right, first I'm gonna rip your toenails off, and then I'm gonna flay you, blah 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 blah. 30 days.
Don't tell me that. Just do it.
And
Kill me first.
And here's the worst part: he's believed to have tortured and killed more than 50 women inside a soundproof trailer. I'm going to keep this saved so that maybe we can do a a murder mystery where we can dive deeper into that, because I
Yes.
just feel like there's a lot of layers with that.
We do not have enough time for that because, man, oh man, that is.
Throw you guys some nightmare fuel real quick. And with that said, happy spooky season, guys. This has been a dope October. We've been doing a lot of like scary content. Do you want to remind them about the Patreon?
Absolutely. Listen, so we've been giving out Death and Scandal. We've also been giving out Chit Chat and Cereal all the month of October because we wanted you guys to check it out, see if you like it. If you do like it, the only way to see that going forth will be to subscribe to our Patreon. We wanted to create content that was exclusive to our Patreon. We didn't want to just come up with a show just for the hell of it. We wanted to create something that you guys really rock with. So make sure if you really want to continue to see that, you can only see it via our Patreon. So make sure you sign up. You got you got 2 levels you can sign up, but the $5 level is all you need. Okay, that's all you need to do is sign up for that. You get to see this great content. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, and as we said in the beginning, make sure you get your tickets to Scareoke. We got the Eventbrite link in the description and in our bio on Instagram as well. So we will see you on Halloween's Eve. Pull up, like I said, with your costume and hear these scary vocals.
Mediocre vocals.
But until then, we will see you at the show or next week, hopefully at the show. As always, I've been your co-host, Patrick Cloud.
And I'm Tahir Moore. We'll see you next time.
All right, guys.
Peace.
Alright, so reposition. Alright, Scary Squad.
Pause on that. And
We shall see ya.
on that. And peace out, Scary Squad.
Have a good one, y'all.